Welcome back, my fellow agents. It is I, X7, your master of magic and martial arts. Not really magic, but it is Saturday. That is Shaolin Saturday. And we are going to be talking about a very influential and truly seminal kung fu movie released way back in 1971, 72, pardon me, and then released a year later in 73, right, but still before Bruce Lee made or released Enter the Dragon. It was a huge international success. It made $10 million in rentals back then, which was only topped that next, later that year by Enter the Dragon. So it's definitely an influential movie. It was the first one that was truly released here in the States as the Five Fingers of Death. It is called King Boxer in Hong Kong, in China, and it was retitled Iron Man in the director Zhang Chenghua, and we'll see a different connotation of that name. But this is the English dubbed one that I watched, and it's a fun movie. It runs about this Wikipedia says 97 minutes, and the copy I had was 101 minutes. It's a little long. There's a whole subplot that could be taken out or shortened, and it would have tightened the movie quite a bit. But back in 1972 or 73, didn't see anything like this. Our star is Lo Lei. It is a Shaw Brothers movie, and let's get into it. As we said, this is the English title, Five Fingers of Death. I mean, there's the Chinese title. I'm not sure where this particular print came from, but I did get it from the Internet Archive. So it's wonderful. Now we might get in a little trouble here for the opening here on the U.S. trailer, but we'll see how that goes.
A new movie sensation that's stunning the world. The martial arts masterpiece. Sights and sounds like never before.
That is Lau Kar Wing, who did the fight choreography along with Chen Chuan. And it's pretty good. I mean, it's still very much not, you can tell actors pull their kicks just because they don't want to hurt anyone, and they have to do a lot of their own stunts, but it's pretty good. I mean, they get some basic forms right, although it's just two schools fighting each other, of course, and there's a tournament, so there's revenge and a tournament all wrapped into one here. Yes, Chang Ho is the name they gave him, the Korean director, but starts out with a bang, though. The bad guys just jump the good guy and injure him, and there's our slimy old bad guy. And once again, Blake will come to my rescue at telling me who's who, because he'll leave a comment. And if you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this very influential movie. I mean, it has a tournament in it, and it's got a revenge plot, and people get killed. It's not Chang Che killed, but there's a lot of blood in it. So he knows he's been injured and he's getting older, but there is Lo Lei as Chao Chi Hao, and his girlfriend is Wang Ping as Sun Ying Ying, and he's in love with her and he wants to marry her. She's, of course, the teacher's daughter. So they all go, and they rescue him, and he's injured, but he's okay. But he wants, and this is his buddy, who is supposedly his buddy. So, but he's going to go study under a new master, Chen Pei. Chi Hao is. But they have a little fight here, and they go on, and off he goes. And there's our villain. Boo! Geez. That would have, yes. What's his name? Well, anyway. So, and there is a very, according to Wikipedia, that's Yang Zhe. Some people call him Bolo, but I just refuse to call him. Although he probably didn't mind because, geez, if you're an Enter the Dragon, but yeah, with his head shaved, and then Ironhead Chen Lang shows up and beats him with his, and then they hire him so that he's part of the gang there because there's the rivalry and they're the evil gang. And there is what's her name there? It's where'd it go? Ms. Yen. She's the singer with these Chinese, and this goes on. They have obviously this is made for a general audience because they have two musical numbers in here. She sings for quite a while, and this bonehead thinks that he can impress her, and she runs away from him and runs right behind Chi Hao. So there's even a love triangle here. They didn't need the movie didn't need it. Would have just but so he beats the snot out of every Chi Hao, and actually puts the old dough in the face trick. They get away, and she's obviously thinks he's great because he saved her life, among other, and her what do I, there's a word for it that I'm drawing a blank on, but so she's definitely making the moves on him, and he's all but he gets to the school, and the teacher says, "Nope, you're not good enough. You need to do some chores," because he has a match here with this guy who's the head student, and off he does. So you've even got the Jackie, you have to learn patience through, test your patience, that sort of the trope, the Karate Kid thing that had been done by Jackie Chan numerous times before Ralph Macchio ever did it. Wax on, wax off. But he's learning to break things, and he's studying, and he's improving. So now he can study with this class. But this guy still treats him as a menial, as a factotum. Go get me wine. And he runs into old Ironhead there, and they have a bit of a set too. And Ironhead breaks the sign. This is a terrible thing to do in any kung fu studio, martial arts studio, because it's very disrespectful, and you're pretty much looking for a fight. So they gets one, and he beats up a lot of people until the master shows up, and we get a demonstration of a certain kind of new kung fu style. But Ironhead hits him while he's not looking, and probably breaks a rib or something. I love this shot. The Shaws were still shooting a lot of outdoor stuff, and it's just this. But Chi Hao has had enough, and he's taken all he can stands. He can't stands no more, and he goes back and just beats the teetotaling snot out of everybody. And this guy's all happy, but he lets him live. But the bad guy there then vows revenge, but now he's going to teach him the iron palm or the iron fist. Yeah, just take, like I said, take your pick. It's you just study. It's not. I've never seen it done this way. I've heard that it has been practiced, but this is, and only use it in the cause of justice. So I've heard that this is a way to do it. I mean, the hot coals to deaden your arms and everything. Think the one arm boxer. I don't know if this was out before the one arm boxer or not, but it is. So this guy's is a little jealous and wants to have a fight, but they don't. He's writing back to his girlfriend, says he shouldn't have left and just stayed, but she's all happy. And then she has a daydream, and you could have just heard "Never Before and Never Again," but it's slow motion running and everything. So the theme or the leitmotif that we get here was written for uh, is the Ironsides theme that Quincy Jones used, and it's all the Ironside theme, yes. Uh, and it also shows up, yes, in Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 because Quentin Tarantino likes to steal from really good movies. Now, this isn't my favorite Shaw Brothers movie. In fact, this is the probably third time I've seen it. It was released on DVD as with a very battered and beat up copy as Five Fingers of Death, but this is just gorgeous. The dub's fine. You can hear all the regular voices from 1971. And they kill his buddy who was got jealous of him. And now we're back to Miss Yen, and this guy is like, well, I don't, he's getting drunk because he's annoyed that Chi Hao is learning the Iron Fist, and he makes a deal with the bad guys. Dun dun dun. But they catch him. Then the Japanese guys show up, and they break his hands. And maybe he's having some second thoughts here, and he should. But so he's despondent. He can't do kung fu anymore. He'll never be able to practice surgery unless he goes to see the ancient one. Oh, wrong movie. Another beautiful outdoor shot. So while this director is not Chong Che, he's really good. I mean, he just gets really good performances out of these actors. And Miss Yen is still trying to woo Chi Hao, and they're wondering where he is because he hasn't been seen. But finally, his buddy shows up and says, "Where?" But essentially, "Where's your martial spirit?" He leaves. She cries because she's in love with him, but he's not going to betray his girlfriend. So kudos to you, Chi Hao. And now, his girlfriend, Miss uh, Ying Ying, the dad, Master Sung, is going to get killed by the Japanese guys. At least they're not. They don't have heavy brows and they don't have fangs. That's a plus. A lot of times they did, but gives him the old judo chop, busts his head open, and she cries. And now he's back to practicing and getting his hands strong. And then he defeats everybody in the school tournament, so he can go to the big tournament and win everything. They're all clapping, yay! And unfortunately, old goes over there, and no, that's not Hun. That's Hong Lung. And then they have a battle. He blinds him, and it's kind of gross. And then they just throw him right out of the school. Now, Ironhead has a change of heart and tells him what to expect. And he gives him some knives to battle the. They're not samurai because they wouldn't act like that, but they're going to have a fight, but he intervenes. It's like, okay, get to the tournament. I'm going. I'm gone. And I really should play a little more of the actual trailer here because it's 2.5, almost 3 minutes
Cheer the
long.
young warrior who alone takes on the evil warlords of martial arts. See one incredible onslaught after the others.
Yeah, that's true. It just has some filler in it. This whole subplot with the three the you thought that was invented with what was that stupid vampire novel? You could ask Lilith. Uh-huh. And the tournament starts. The beating of the drums is how tournaments start. And we see a bunch of them. Ying Ying shows up. Wait, is that Ying Ying or Ms. Wen? I don't know. So he's on his way. Doo, 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 boo, 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 or running in slow motion like Six
Come prepared for
Dollar
the
Man.
thrill of a lifetime.
I want you to pay a visit to the Shangwu School of Defense.
Who do you want us to kill?
Just you concentrate on the leaders. The others won't give us any trouble.
Well, they thought, but there's Ying Ying, and Miss Wen finds uh, Han Lung and befriends, and they form a vengeance plan. And now we have the battle here between the bad guy and the good guy. And it's pretty evenly matched. I mean, he doesn't pull out the old iron palms yet, but he's got the glow. He's got the glow. Show enough. He's the leader of the martial world. And finally, he just beats Tito. He wins the tournament. And then uh, bad guy's father shows up and Tung Shan and kills the teacher, stabs him, falls over, but he doesn't get to name him, but everyone knows who did it. And off they go. Now, Yin Yen or Miss Wen and Han Lung are here in the dark, and they kind of beat everybody up, but then he kills both of them. And then he's confronted uh, by Chi Hao, who beats up all of his people, runs in there, and he kills himself because he's a coward. Da da! He's like, I did it, so you can't kill me. I think, well, yeah. He couldn't fight him like a man now, could he?
See acts of incredible savagery.
And finally, we have because old Ironhead had killed the two minions, the Japanese minions. So we have our final fight here, and it's a good one. He summons the glow, but he's got to fight against the sword. He gets sliced a bit. He tells his friend to take Ying Ying to safety, and they run like 2 feet away. But here's a nice shot where he's, I mean, this is such a cliche now, but in 1972, 73, this was something you didn't see. He moves it to the side. It breaks the sword. Now, if this was a true katana, it would not break so easily. That's a little artistic license, but it's all right. And then you see it there. I don't mind. I mean, they're not doing any set. There's no true karate or true kung fu. They're just it's not flailing because the Lau Kar Wing is too talented to have them do that. But they're not martial artists, and they're not Japanese. But he kills him and he hits him so hard into the wall he almost punches him through it. I like that too. 5-finger death punch, right? And that's pretty much it. They die, and Chi Hao and Ying Ying go off. Hopefully, live happily ever after. So that is our movie. And Shaolin Saturday is about over, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I do like that he has the glow. Bruce Lee didn't invent everything for martial arts, now did he? So until our next assignment tomorrow, which will not be Village of the Damned, that'll be on Tuesday because I need to watch it. This is X7 signing off and phasing out.
The new movie sensation that's stunning the world. The martial arts masterpiece. Sights and sounds like never before. Cheer the young warrior who alone takes on the evil warlords of martial arts. See one incredible onslaught after the other. Come prepared for the thrill of a lifetime.
I want you to pay a visit to the Xiangwu School of Defense.
Who do you want us to kill?
Just you concentrate on the leaders. The others won't give us any trouble.
See acts of incredible savagery. Incredibly deadly. Unbelievably vicious. See the astonishing ritual of the fires. Pale before the forbidden ritual of the steel palm. See mighty warriors attack each other with the most deadly weapons ever developed, their bare hands. He challenged champions in a deadly sport that turned brave men into killers.